I think it must be damp.
8 News.
What?
The days.
I know what it is.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. But before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. James May's Lifestyle and Net Worth. James May is a famous British journalist, presenter, writer, and author. This man is best known for being the host of popular TV series Top Gear, which was hosted by him alongside Richard Hammond and Jeremy Clarkson. He's also presented several other television series about wine technology, science, and toys. Someone who doesn't know James isn't a part of this world. Let's talk about James May's lifestyle and net worth. He's been the director of the production company called W. Chump & Sons and co-presented the Grand Tour for Amazon Video. From 2003 to 2011, this famous journalist wrote a weekly column for the motoring section of the Daily Telegraph. This man has been seen on TV shows, including James May's Toy Stories, James May at the Edge of Space, James May on the Moon, Oz and James Drink to Britain, and James May's Big Ideas. His full name is James Daniel May, but he's also known as Captain Lost and Captain Slow. He was born on January 16, 1963 in Bristol, England, making him 57 at the time of the production. He stands 1.82 meters or 5 feet 11. The star sign of James is a Capricorn. Although James was given the name Captain Slow for his careful driving style, yet he has set high-speed car records. For instance, he set the Bugatti Veyron speed record, which James held for 20 minutes before a professional racing driver surpassed him. Back in the year 2007, James, alongside with Jeremy Clarkson, traveled by car to the North Pole. Let me tell you that they used a modified Toyota Hilux. Jeremy has said that he was the first individual to go there who didn't want to be there. In 2010, he received an honorary doctorate of Lancaster University, and James had previously studied music at this university. It's worth mentioning that James holds a Doctor of Letter degree, and in 2014, this journalist was among 200 public figures who were signatories to a letter to The Guardian. In the letter, they described their hope that Scotland would vote against independence from the UK. James supported remaining in the European referendum back in June 2016. James passed his driving test on his second attempt. The journalist said that all the best persons passed their second time. Back in 2006, James obtained a light aircraft pilot's license. It's worth mentioning that James was trained at the White Waltham Airfield. In an interview, James was asked about the fastest speed he'd ever driven a car. So let me tell you that the journalist confirmed he'd reach a speed of 259.2 miles per hour while driving a Bugatti Veyron. James can play the piano proficiently. He rarely plays it in the public. James also has a YouTube channel which he created in 2015. The channel mainly features cooking videos filmed in James' kitchen. In July 2020, this channel had more than 2 million subscribers. It's worth mentioning that the most recent video was published on the channel back in 2018. In 2019, James started creating videos for Food Tribe, which is the Drive Tribe spin-off brand. He's best known as co-presenter of the motoring program Top Gear alongside Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond from 2003 until 2015. They have been good friends and have gained a lot of fame in a short span of time. People love watching James May and wish to see him forever.
No. Right, hang on. I can do...
And
That would help.
probably quite painful.
It was. Don't worry, I'm all right.
He has been dating an art critic named Sarah Froder since the year 2000. The couple lived together in James's house. His father was a manager at an aluminum factory, and James is one of 4 children of his parents. This journalist has 2 sisters and a brother. James went to Carolina Endowed Junior School and spent his teenage years in South Yorkshire. James attended Oakwood Comprehensive School, and he was also a choir boy at Winston Parish Church. During his childhood, James loved toys such as Meccano, Airfix Model, aircraft kicks, and Hornby Railways. It's worth mentioning that he's still a huge fan of old toys that were popular in his childhood. Later, he enrolled at Pendle College Lancaster University and studied music there. James learned to play piano and flute, and after graduation, he started working at a hospital as a record officer. He left this job after a few months and also had a short stint in the civil service before James became a journalist. James started working as a sub-editor for The Engineer and went on to work as a sub-editor for a car magazine. However, James was dismissed for performing a prank and has since written for many other publications. James has written for the Car Magazine, a weekly column in the Daily Telegraph, and several articles for Top Gear. In 2006, his book titled May on Motors was published, and James has also co-authored the book called Oz and James' Big Wine Adventure. In September that year, James wrote The Long Lane with Turnings, Last Words of Motoring Legends. In 1998, James presented on a channel, and in 2006, he co-hosted the ITV coverage of the London Boat Show.
He's not going to do it.
Follow.
In 1999, he co-presented the original Top Gear series. James appeared on this TV show until 2015 when BBC decided not to renew Jeremy's contract for the series. In April 2015, James said that he would not continue to present the show. James also presented a documentary for Sky called Inside Killer Sharks. In 2008, the series titled James May's Big Ideas was broadcast on BBC. Later, James presented the series titled James May's Man Lab. Then in 2013, this man narrated a documentary titled To Space and Back. In 2009, a documentary titled James May on the Moon was released, and it was followed by the documentary titled James May at the Edge of Space in 2012. He created Head Squeeze, which was later renamed to BBC Earth Lab. In 2016, James, along with former Top Gear presenters Jeremy and Richard, created a social network for motoring fans. This social network is called Drive Tribe. Last year, James hosted a series of travel documentaries called James May, Our Man in Japan. James bought half the ownership of the Royal Oak Pub in 2020. The total net worth of James May is $25 million. Currently, James lives in his house in Hammersmith in West London.
No, the bottom.
Oh, it's got a bit of a wave on now.
James, you're falling out your tent!
James may own and has owned cars which are a 1978 Vauxhall Cavalier MK1, a 2005 Porsche Boxster S, a 2018 Alpine A110, and Alfa Romeo 164, a Mini 1275 GT Special, a Ferrari F430, a Ferrari 458 Special, a Fiat Panda, a BMW i3, a 1984 Porsche 911, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Saab 95 Aero, a Tesla Model S 100D, a Rolls-Royce Corniche, a 1971 Triumph 2000, T1985 Porsche Carrera 3.2, a Bentley T2, a Datsun 120Y, and a 1992 Range Rover Classic Vogue. James has previously owned an American Champion 8K Saab Super Decathlon. Moreover, he also owned a Senessa A15E Skywagon, as well as a Lustrum AA Silver.
You can just engage seat angle alteration.
Right, can we finally go?
Yes, you can.
Good.
11 miles lie ahead.
See you there?
PD anti-terrorism move. Here we go. Pushing, pushing.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.